Yes, yes, the Casanovians. Boys, it's been a while since I've done one of these live streams outside, so I hope the audio is good, but dude, I'm just feeling so electric and inspired and motivated and proud that I just wanted to immortalize this moment in a live stream, and hopefully this is a piece of content that you can come back to whenever you find yourself in a little bit of a slump. And really the only intention of this live stream is just to send as much optimism down the camera as possible. Like, I've just had a Muay Thai session, probably the best Muay Thai session that I've had so far, like unreal. Got pushed super hard. Yeah, I'll go down here, it's pretty noisy. Yeah, I got pushed super hard. I feel as though I experienced the divine through the fight gym. You know, I feel like that's the point of all religions. That all religions should be a bridge which takes us closer to the divine. I've described day game in the past as a discipline that can take us closer to the divine. But yeah, fuck me. Doing cold approach, learning how to fight, traveling the world, inspiring people for a living. It's fucking godly frequency right there. Anyway, I wanted to put this live stream together. I think I titled it something along the lines of what happens to 1% of men who learn how to cold approach, because dude, we've been having so many inspiring stories that have been coming out of the Entourage recently that I just wanted to dedicate a live stream to all of the amazing work which is happening inside of our private community. And even if you're not a member yet, I really hope these stories inspire you to just show you what's possible. I think a lot of guys in the modern world, especially in the modern dating world, I think a lot of guys have checked out mentally. I think a lot of guys have lost hope. And for me, optimism and hope is like, those are some of the greatest currencies, right? A man without hope is dead. So I hope that you can see versions of yourself in the stories that I'm gonna relate to, yeah? And I don't know, hopefully they just give you some kick up the ass motivation to just go out and make the best of what you've been given. So yeah, dude, like, I just woke up this morning, checked our private WhatsApp group, and there were just so many incredible, inspiring stories that were coming out of it. It's like, it's difficult to even know where to start, but let me start off with one of our guys. He recently moved to a new European city, so he didn't know anybody in the city, fresh off the boat, got to the city, and then within a week of him being there, he's already done 100 direct cold approaches. He's been pulling multiple women, like having multiple dates, multiple women getting pulled back to his place, unlocking a completely different way of living. Like, we had a coaching call the other week, and he was like, dude, you know, I've come to this new city and I really want to hit the ground running, but in my approach at the moment, I kind of feel as though something's missing. It's like, I'm getting good reactions and I'm collecting phone numbers, but I don't know, I feel like there's something missing. So we had like a long, in-depth conversation about it. I was like, dude, I think at the moment, honestly, you're lacking an assertive masculine edge. Like, when you're going over to these women, you're not polarizing them. So I was like, what are you doing in your life apart from cold approach? He's like, well, at the moment, I'm kind of just working, like going to work and cold approach. And I'm like, dude, you need more in your life than just cold approach and work. So we got him into a new gym routine. He's hired a personal trainer in this European city, which is also another great hack to meet people. Just like going to the gym, signing up with a personal trainer, getting social, talking to everybody. And now his approaches have gone through the roof. Like, when he's approaching these women now, he's like, dude, my testosterone is like feeling incredible. The women that I'm speaking with, they're looking at me with lust. Like, my conversations don't feel as though they're just getting stuck in that platonic chit chat anymore. So just having that consistent gym routine, like just feeling like an absolute savage, training hard, pushing his body, like that's resulted in the results that he's been getting. So yeah, I think within a week of him being in this new European city, like this is a busy guy. Like, he's got a busy lifestyle. He's doing well for himself financially, but that only comes about because of the work that he's putting in. Like, he's taking Zoom calls, he's in meetings, he's juggling 5 different contracts at once, and he's still found time in his hyper hectic busy lifestyle to do 100 direct call approaches in a week. A week. He's done 100 direct call approaches, which is what I'm saying to you boys all the time. It takes about 100 direct call approaches to start to develop proficiency. And there's so many guys who are like, oh, you know, I've done 25 direct call approaches. Oh, great. How long is it taking you to do those? 8 months. And it's like, dude, this guy, like, if you met this guy and you knew the life that he was living, how busy he is, he still found time in his busy schedule with everything that he's got going on, stressed up to his eyeballs on most days with work. He still found a way to make it happen. 100 direct call approaches in a week, right? And this is the energy that is contagious. Like, because he's been putting himself out there consistently, he's been updating us in our private WhatsApp group. Like, he's been sending video messages through, he's been sending voice messages, he's been sending pictures of him on dates, like on instant dates that he's been pulling. He's been sending pictures through into the group, and that's been forcing the other guys into taking radical action. Like, imagine if you were part of a community of radically ambitious action takers, and every time you checked your phone, there were just motivating stories getting poured into your brain. Instant date, number close. Even the ugly side of game. You know, it's like if he goes out and he has some undesirable outcomes, he'll just document it to normalize it for everybody else. Yeah? So I just think that's incredible. Like, he got to a European city, he didn't know anybody, he's got all the reasons in the world not to go out and be social. He's found time in his busy schedule, he's done 100 direct cold approaches in a week, and he is starting to assemble a rotation of women in his life. And I just think, you know, you can do a lot in 7 days. You really can. 100 direct call approaches in a week. Like, sir, I salute you. I really do. So that's incredible. So hopefully, just listening to that, it inspires you just to get off your ass and just start doing something today. Like, just go outside today. Just start doing some approaches. Just go outside. That's the first step. Just go outside. Never be at home. Just start making eye contact with people. I'm doing this live stream out in public in busy Bangkok. Just start off with something like that. You don't need to talk to anybody at first. You can just talk to yourself. You can warm up on yourself, and then the more you can get your vocal cords firing, the more you can invite the social spotlight onto yourself. You're gonna give less of a fuck about what people think of you, and then when you do see somebody who interests you, it's gonna feel a lot more effortless to go over and actually start a conversation with them because you're already socially lubricated. Yeah, I want to talk about the Iceman next. The Iceman. 51 years old, currently got a harem or a rotation of 25-year-old Eastern European women. 51 years old. Worked with me in February of this year in London. He's now starting to play the international lifestyle game. 51 years old. He's got a rotation of 25-year-olds, Eastern European statuesque blonde bombshells. I posted on the community feed on my YouTube page the other day, like I showcased the results that our guys are getting. And the reason why I said on this title, this is what happens to 1% of guys who learn how to cold approach, is because these results, they're not normal for most people. They're normal for our guys. They're normal for the entourage. And it's like, when guys join our community, this becomes their new normal because they become successful through osmosis. It sets a new standard, right? So if at the moment your normal is you going out there, talking to people, not getting any traction, or you're just ruminating in your own egoic self-absorption, it's only because that's what your standard is at the moment, right? And what I found to be true is we don't achieve dreams, we achieve standards. And oftentimes, it's by positioning in ourselves around people who have higher standards than we do, who can push us to become all we can be. That's why I'm going to Dubai at the end of October. It's that $15,000 event, because proximity is power. I want to position myself around people who are doing better than me, like obnoxiously better than me financially, because that's going to give me a new standard. That's going to set a new normal. It's like if you go to the gym and you're only used to lifting like 30 kg dumbbells, and then one day your friend says to you, hey, I'm lifting 34 kg, why don't you give these a go? And it's like, as soon as you hit it once, that becomes a new normal. Or if you've historically let the hottest girls walk past you because you don't think you're worthy for them, or if you've got some like deep-rooted insecurity as to why you think these women won't like you, as soon as you go over and you get a positive reference experience for one of them, it changes the way you do everything. That becomes your new normal. Yeah, we're gonna cross this road now. It might get a little bit hairy, so if you ever see me again, it's been great knowing you. But yeah, the Iceman, 51 years old. 51 years old, and he's living a rock star dating life, probably a better dating life than most guys in their 20s and their 30s. just because he decided, okay, something clearly needs to change. I'm 51. I don't have as much time as I did in my 20s or 30s. I found this guy, Kristian, on the internet. He seems to know what he's doing. He's got great testimonials. People seem to really like him. Fuck it, I'll work with him. I'll see what he's got to say. I'll follow his system. I'll implement it. And again, evidence has got the loudest voice. Numbers don't lie. The results speak for themselves. 51 years old, the Iceman. The reason why we call him the Iceman is because we won't hear from him for like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 weeks. And then all of a sudden he'll come out of his igloo of hibernation and he'll just send a random picture of him with some like 25-year-old smoke show in like some Eastern Bloc country. And we'll be like, ah yeah, there he is. There's the Iceman. Strikes again. So yeah, 51 years old, absolutely crushing it. Again, these results are not normal for most people, but they're normal for us, right? Because when we surround ourselves with winners, we win. Yeah, like just look at yourself at the moment. Like just actually look at the people you're spending time with. You've probably heard it before. You are the average of the 5 people that you're spending the most time with. So like just look at your immediate social circle. Yeah, if you're spending time with broke, low-life losers, then what do you think you're going to become, right? So you'll have heard the aphorism before. It's not what you know, it's who you know, right? If you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. So yeah, the Iceman, legend. Who else have we got? Oh yeah, we've got the King of Miami going strong. So this was a guy from the United States who worked with me in Stockholm over the summer, and he got the playbook with me in Stockholm. He learnt the skill set, he applied it, he did very well for himself in Stockholm. But then really, the true result is, are you able to replicate what we did in person on home soil? And fuck me, he's been able to do it. Like, he has took this skill and he has run with it. Like, he's been going out, he's been getting dates. He had an issue with nicotine. So he decided to lean on our group for accountability to overcome his nicotine addiction. And he sent a voice message into the group yesterday. And he was like, boys, I'm 10 days now without nicotine. And because I've been doing so well on the approach in front, I thought, oh, why not reward myself with buying a packet of cigarettes? And he thought to himself, nah, you know what? That's not me anymore. We don't do this. So instead of treating himself to a pack of cigarettes, he decided to have a sober night out, because he committed to doing that on our most recent weekly group coaching call. He was like, boys, I really want to dip my toe into the night scene, but I don't want to drink and I want to give up the cigarettes. So one day this week, I'm going to go to Miami. I'm going to have a sober night out. And he achieved that yesterday. He sent a picture of a lovely lady that he met during his sober night out, free from nicotine. I just think this is just insane. Like, what we're building in this group, it's unlike anything else that I've experienced. It's like we're really building like a brotherhood, a family, and it goes deeper than just cold approach. Like, you'll learn very quickly once you join our group. You will unlock the skill of cold approach. You will unlock the skill which allows you to finally feel in control of your dating life, develop rockstar confidence, actually live in a constant flow of romantic abundance. But it's what else that skill set actually allows you to do. Like, who does that skill set allow you to become? We had another one of our guys who, and dude, I'm so happy about this. One of our guys who I coached in Barcelona over the summer, he's just landed himself a new job. He's landed himself a remote high ticket sales job. So I've said to you boys before, if you can cold approach, you can sell. And if you can sell, you can make a lot of money online. But oftentimes we don't know what we don't know. So I had a conversation with him in Barcelona and I said to him, dude, listen, from what you said to me, you currently don't like your job and you currently don't like the city that you're living in, right? Environment's everything. So you can literally use the skill that I've just taught you to make more money, make money from wherever you want, and you can do that fairly easily. Like, you don't need to have any sales qualifications. You don't need to have gone to university to study sales and marketing. You don't need to have any quote unquote proper sales qualifications. Like, you've already learned how to sell on the streets. So he got some more advice from, so the guy that I was talking about at the start of this live stream, he gave him some help on how to actually put together a CV, how to actually get interviews, how to actually apply for these jobs. And then a couple of months later, he's landed himself a job, which is going to allow him to make more money, work from wherever he wants, and finally unlock this new season of his life, all from the skill that he's learned through Cold Approach and also the community of people that he was surrounded with. Because before he worked with me in Barcelona, first of all, he didn't even know how to properly do the whole Cold Approach thing. So, starting off fresh. But then he also didn't even know that you can make money online from this thing called remote high ticket sales. And you don't need any qualifications. You just need a big set of balls, know the right people, and then just have delusional optimism in your own capabilities. So he's not only skyrocketed his dating life, but he's landed himself a new job, more money, and a completely new way of life. All because he positioned himself in the right room. Yeah, he joined our group, he got connected with me, and then by getting connected with me, he got connected with the rest of my connections. And then the rest is history. But this is what I'm saying. This is only 1% of guys. The majority of guys who try and learn this skill set, first of all, they learn from the wrong people. They just think that this game is all about technicalities, vibe stack, has she hooked yet? It's about 97% in a game. What you believe to be true about yourself. What do you believe to be true about the world that isn't? What do you believe to be true about yourself that isn't? I've said it before, you don't have dating problems. You've got personal problems which manifest themselves into dating problems. And if you're struggling in any area of life right now, whether that's finances, whether that's relationship, whether it's lifestyle, fitness, then it's knowledge, first of all. You lack the knowledge. You don't know what you don't know. And then if you have got the information, what you're missing is implementation. This is what we provide inside the Entourage. We give you everything you need to be successful, but it's not a case of, come along, get results, job done. No, this requires a complete overhaul of your current self. I'm not selling magic bullets or quick fixes. You really need to put in the fucking reps. You need to be prepared to give this everything that you've got and more. You'll get out what you put into it. The only reason these guys have got the results that they've got is because they fucking worked their bollocks off to get it. I can give people the framework. I can provide motivation. I can supply the blueprint, but it's up to you how bad you actually want it. And those are the people that I'm looking to attract. I'm not looking for excuse makers or action avoiders or little crybabies who want to talk about how difficult their lives are. No one gives a fuck. We just give a fuck about who you want to be. And are you prepared, at your very core, to give this everything, to completely transform the person who you are at your very core, and not to chase a goal, to chase an identity. Who do you need to become to live the life that you want? So this is 1% of guys. Yeah, 99% of guys who get involved in this space of Cold Approach, they're just part-timers, right? They don't understand that the whole thing goes deeper than just chatting to girls on the street. This is a catalyst to the rest of our lives. It's who we become through this process, and then who we meet along the way. Yeah, the connections that we make. It's not just the women that we meet, it's the brothers, it's the friendships that we form. And yeah, it's just a skill that unlocks the world. And I didn't realize when I started this 4 years ago quite what I would be creating. So yeah, there's more stories that I can share. Just go over to the community feed on my YouTube page to see more of the results. The link below this video, that'll take you to my website. If you're curious about the results I actually get, then don't just take my word for it. Go over, listen to the testimonials. That's what I say to you boys. I'm the best in the world at what I do, and I get the best client results in the industry. As long as you're prepared to actually work, right? As long as you are prepared to work and put in the effort and put in the reps, then we can help you. We can only help you if you actually want to help yourself. So yeah, boys, I hope the audio's been okay on this live stream. Apologies if it's been a little bit sketchy. I'm just feeling really fucking good right now, training religiously, going to the gym, combat sports, just the content, just feel really dialed in. Do you know what I mean? Just waking up every day feeling yeah, let's just change the fucking world today. Who can we inspire? Who can we motivate? Let's just keep pushing ourselves non-stop. Obsession with progression. Evil is the knowledge that believes itself complete. And let's just keep fucking pushing, because the more that I level up, the more that my community levels up, right? I said it yesterday. A big motivator for me to constantly be pushing myself, immersing myself in Muay Thai, going to Dubai at the end of October, you know, investing heavily into myself is because I want everybody that's associated with me to win. You understand? It's like the way that I see it is I'm going all the way to the top and I'm taking my people with me. It's like if you're watching these live streams now, then you're still fucking early. Like, I'm not thinking in terms of days, I'm thinking in terms of decades. 10 years from now, dude, it's dangerous. It's dangerous where I'll actually be. And it's like, if you're catching me now at this early stage of my development, it's like Bitcoin in 2008. So it's like, oh, the value is crazy. So anyway, boys, yeah, if you've enjoyed this, then drop it a like. Then that's everything. Just shout out to every single person in the Entourage, because a community is only as good as its members. And yeah, you're all crushing it, and every single one of you is a fucking legend. I love all of yous. And I'll speak with you all properly at the group coaching call on Sunday. If you're not a member of the Entourage yet, then seriously consider it, because it's absolutely fucking dynamite. I can introduce you to some very interesting people. Right, boys, I'll leave it there. Like the live stream. I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Mwah!